Welcome to the channel. Barry has something to say, where I react to what's going on in the world today. Thank you for hitting the like, comment, and subscribe button. Helps the channel go a long way. But before we even jump into this thing, I would love to thank my lovely wife for putting the battery in my back and just pushing me to do this. Pushing me to do this. Loving me, having faith in me, motivating me when I don't even want to do nothing. So all grace goes to her, and I love her. I love my wife. Now we gonna get into this video in Chicago where this joker was in the train and just set this woman on fire for no reason. Let's get it.
A federal terrorism charge in an attack on the CTA Blue Line.
Prosecutors say he's the man who randomly set a woman on fire earlier this week. Courtney Spinelli is at the Dirksen Federal Courthouse where he faced a judge this afternoon. Good evening, Courtney.
Good evening to you both, Ray and Lauren. It was quite an eventful hearing this afternoon. Even before Lawrence Reed walked into the courtroom, he was allegedly spitting on federal agents while he was being held in lockup. That erratic behavior continued during his hearing.
Today, the Chicago U.S. Attorney's Office filed a federal terrorism charge against Lawrence Reed.
U.S. Attorney Andrew Boutros and the head of ATF's Chicago Field Division, detailing graphic allegations laid out in a federal criminal complaint. The 50-year-old suspect was taken into custody Tuesday morning, allegedly making comments that included burn-alive expletive.
A 26-year-old woman was deliberately set on fire by Lawrence Reed in an unprovoked attack.
Prosecutors say the victim was on her phone on a CTA Blue Line train approaching the Clark and Lake station when everything happened. Minding her business, Reed allegedly walked over and poured what prosecutors believe was gasoline all over her head and body. The victim allegedly trying to fight off Reed, who chased her in the moving train car. Surveillance video shows Reed then lit the bottle on fire before using that to light the victim on fire. The suspect allegedly watching as the victim frantically tried to put out the fire by rolling on the ground of the train car.
The surveillance video is difficult to watch and
sure
very
it is.
disturbing, as a young woman was set ablaze and tried to put herself out while other passengers got out of the way or watched.
It was at the Clark and Lake station where police found the victim critically injured after two Good Samaritans helped put out the flames on the platform. According to court documents, investigators say Reed used a gas pump to fill a bottle at a gas station about 20 minutes before the attack. In court Wednesday, Reed yelling over Judge Laura McNally continuously, saying he pleads guilty and will represent himself. McNally said, "When you walked in here, I presumed you to be innocent of these charges. I'm guilty," Reed responded.
Lawrence Reed had no business being on the streets, given his violent criminal history and his pending criminal cases.
Reed's history spans decades, with arrests back to the mid-90s for domestic battery and battery on the public way. According to his record, he's been arrested 71 times and convicted 13 times in Cook County. He was on pretrial release for a battery case, accused of assaulting a hospital employee. Court records also show he pleaded guilty to arson in a 2020 case where he set fire at the Thompson Center.
Reed had plenty of second chances by the criminal justice system, and as a result, you have an innocent victim in the hospital fighting for her life.
Now, Reed is expected back here at 10 Friday morning for a hearing to determine whether he will remain in custody pending trial. We expect to learn much more as that happens, but for now, we will send it back to you live from the Dirksen Federal Courthouse. I'm Courtney Spinelli.
This is a damn shame. It is sad that a woman had to get burned alive for no reason, just on her phone. Ain't bothering a soul, ain't bothering nobody. But just burned for no reason. 71 times? This dude is 71 times. How does he keep getting to walk the streets? How does he get to walk the streets? 71 times. Man, oh man. Link is in the description box. below. Hit the like, comment, and subscribe button. I think this dude should just go to jail, period. Plain and simple. Life. Throw the book at him, judge. And that's all I gotta say. This is sad. Like I said again, link is in the description. Hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. Help the channel go a long way. And I'm gonna keep dropping content like this. We out.